Yo, press record. What's up? It's Daniel from Zero to X, and with me today I have
Hey guys, my name is Amara, joining us here.
bro. Happy New Year, man.
Almost same to you guys. Same to you, man. Same to you, man. Though it's already like I think 7 days in.
Bro,
Yeah, 7
I
days
feel
in.
tired, man. I don't think I've rested from 2022, to be honest.
Nah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty,
You're pretty good.
I'm ready to go hard.
Okay, so for context, I work in operations in a particular fintech. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So which means I'm trying to let people know why I still feel the way I do.
Yeah,
And
get
I
you.
kind of didn't really go on break, but other people did.
You didn't go on break?
I didn't, man. I didn't close for the year.
Are you serious?
I was still pressing computer, guys.
Dude.
I was still pressing computer, man. But all
Bruh.
good. So like it's like this week just felt, but like I think like the very last 2 days. No, on the 31st, I had to go for a wedding. Bro, a wedding on the 31st.
Where was I on the 31st?
Where were you on the 31st?
I was in church.
You're in church.
I was in church.
We're in church on the 31st.
I was in church. I can't remember what I was doing, but I was in church. That was a Saturday.
It was a Saturday,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was in church.
Well, this New Year started pretty perfectly. Like,
Yeah,
smack on a Sunday.
dude,
Smack on a
absolutely
Sunday.
loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Smack on a Sunday.
So, guys, for a bit of idea about what we want to do with Zero to X, I'll talk just briefly about that, and Daniel will shed some more light on it. We are hoping to share our experiences as we build.
Yeah,
The idea, the idea of Zero to X is just basically that we are starting where we are, and we don't know where the destination is. The destination will differ from myself to Daniel, and it's just so that we document our processes and so that you find inspiration from these podcasts, or it might not be inspiration for you. For you, it could be entertainment, but whatever it is, that you find some sort of value by listening to us.
Bruh. Zero to X. How did we even come up with the name Zero to X?
It was just thinking about documenting our processes.
Yeah, exactly.
And we do completely different things. Guys, for context, I'm a trader. I trade the forex market.
Amara is a trader. Amara, what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Mastery with Amara.
Mastery with Amara. Check out Mastery with Amara.
Yeah, I just literally
uploaded the first video today. So if you are a content creator,
we now have a lot more respect.
Oh my God! See, guys, anytime your friends tell you, please like
and share.
I beg you.
I respect it now.
In the name of God.
It's a lot.
Like, share, comment,
lot,
subscribe,
man.
Carry their matter on your head.
It's a lot.
It's a whole
now
lot.
I have a whole new respect for content creators now.
Bruh.
It's just
it's different, man. All those 5 things you see, Lord.
It's the hours.
It's incredible hard work. It's incredible hard work.
It gets easy, but
it gets easier, yeah.
Regardless,
it's still like, so if you're a content creator.
So I respect every content creator out there.
Major big ups. You're doing the Lord's work.
You're doing the Lord's work, man.
Like Amara said, Zero to X is essentially journaling and documenting our journeys towards different things that we're building. And it's funny, and Amara and I have a lot of similarities, but then there are things we differ at. So for instance, one way I think we differ is, like, my name is literally Mr. Do It All. I do everything, and I took my hand and my head in everything at the same time all the time. Yeah. Amara is a master of one. Yeah. Like, Amara's tunnel vision and focus is incredible. Yeah. Sometimes I like to say that it feels like as if I'm standing outside in the rain alone, because conventional wisdom will literally tell you focus.
No, but you see, bro, that's the thing. You know why I like this statement you just made. Listening to Alex Hormozi.
And guys, like, we are super big fans of Alex Hormozi. Yes, check him out. Yeah. Change your life.
On YouTube, on Instagram as well, on Twitter as well.
He's everywhere.
But anyway, listening to Alex Hormozi, and he talked about how, like, in one of his videos, he talked about how a billionaire, some billionaire that he had access to, I don't know, as a friend or mentor or whatever the case was, I can't remember. But I remember how he talked about speaking to that billionaire about how sometimes he used to feel very alone and how he wasn't sure he was doing the right things. Yeah. Because, I mean, if you want to stand out, you can't be doing what everybody else is doing. So the billionaire told him just that do you want to be part of the 1% or the 10%, then if you want that, you can't be thinking about the 90%. You can't be concerned about how everybody else is doing what they are doing, just by virtue of the fact that your part is the number of people on your part are very few. So,
yeah, I think that makes sense. Like, there is definitely some reason or rationale to whatever conventional wisdom is. So I think ultimately it boils down to doing what you feel is as true to you, like the core of who you are as a person. Now, I'm not trying to be like sentimental and say follow your passion or whatever. No.
Yeah.
Because I have thoughts about that, but maybe another episode. Another episode. But like, take what you can from as many things as you can. Do what the important thing is that you are doing and failing fast enough to know, okay, this doesn't work. And that is why Amar is one of the best partners I have so far. There's something I learned like last year Q4. One of my colleagues, he brought up a term and I fell in love with that term, your talk to do ratio. Your talk to do ratio, like where is it at? Where is it at? Like where is it at?
I had to talk to do. So that means talk will be on the top will be the numerator,
yeah,
do will be the denominator.
Yeah.
Bro, my numerator used to be very high.
Bro,
it used to be really high. I think about a year plus ago. Yeah, I know 2020. It was a lot of talk. And it wasn't because I wasn't doing it. Just was at that
That's
time.
That's what's crazy. Because he wasn't doing. He was doing like.
I just wasn't disciplined.
I'm not having guys since like 2018, 2017. He was doing. I knew he was doing, but it's very different now. It's very different. It's very different.
Just realizing how much discipline needs to go into achieving what you want,
bro.
I say it all the time that whenever somebody achieves success, whether or not it is it doesn't matter the kind of success, right? But whenever somebody achieves success, I usually have a huge amount of respect for them, because
100%.
when you think about the amount of determination and the level of discipline, guys, again, I'm a huge fan. I happen to quote the people I like a lot.
100%.
And so I will be quoting a lot of people I like. So, and Vusi said,
Vusi is who? You should have said Vusi.
Yes. So Vusi Thembekwayo.
Exactly.
Vusi Thembekwayo is a public speaker and entrepreneur, a business mogul in South Africa.
He's the goat, man.
He is a goat.
He's a goat. Well, I'm happy some goats discussions have been decided.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
But he's a goat, man.
But yeah, Vusi said in one of his videos that successful people don't need motivation, that what they need is discipline. And I completely agree because it's very easy to be motivated in the short term, but you get to that point in time in that endeavor where the amount of reward may not justify the level of effort you are putting in, and it might make you want to consider dumping that thing. But because of the level of conviction you have to see through, you just decide that, nah, I will show up every day regardless of what it takes.
Showing up every day, probably like the most underrated. Like, if there was supposed to be like a very simple recipe for success, it's like, I would say two things. I wouldn't want to be imbalanced. Number one, have a vision of wherever it is that you're trying to get to and like a plan to get there. Number two, show up every day. Eventually, it will add up. But it seems like a lot of people can be very impatient. I can be very impatient, man. I won't even lie. Yeah. Because I want to see something. I want to do it now. So like it then turns into this thing of how consistent can you be with something? That's why you see you people energy beginning of the year, New Year resolutions. Energy,
bro.
Energy.
Let me give you this. I'm so sorry to have to come in, but I just remembered I was having a conversation with my dad, and I was like, some people actually set a New Year's resolution to work out, bro, in this Harmattan.
Lol.
I commend you. I respect you. Guy, the cold was kicking my ass. And I was language, so sorry. The cold was and I was like, thankfully I had been working out, give or take 3-4 months. Yeah,
Amara has 107-day streak working out. Guys, he sends me screenshots every day on WhatsApp. I told you, this guy's talk and do ratio.
So I had been working out before that discussion with my dad. I think it was around the 105 days or thereabout, and I was just like, how are people doing this? It's so cold. Like I was pushing up, and the air in my lungs was
We're
I was
burning. Yeah, I get you.
nah.
I get you.
I was running on the stairs and I wasn't sweating. And I was wondering, when will the sweat come? Bro, nah. But like that, just in line with New Year resolutions, like you were talking
Yeah.
about, and just the ability to get stirred up, but it's not all it takes. But
It's not
guys,
all
I
it
think it
takes.
is pretty important. I won't remove from the fact that
Yeah.
motivation is important.
You like whatever it is, like use whatever is at your disposal, use it, man.
Yeah.
Like if you can use that form of energy I'm mentioning to keep going,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. So
Like really do it.
I think this conversation would just be nice to like share about like how it will be possible to achieve what you want for the new year.
Well,
what do you think it takes?
Yeah, what I think it takes.
Yeah.
So like there is how like it's definitely generalized. Like there is a wisdom. I don't want to say conventional wisdom because it gives it a bad rap, especially like how I've used it here. But like there is the wisdom or the common sense to there is a goal, some kind of plan.
Yeah.
And you're showing up every day. Like if guys, if you don't take anything away from this, show up every day.
Yeah.
Just show up.
And if you can't show up every day, guys, show up every week.
Exactly. Show up every week. Show up as many times as you can.
Yeah.
Really.
What you were saying.
Yeah. So as I was saying, like where I am on my journey of like the things that I'm building, like I said, my path seems to be. I haven't seen any person like in person that's actually doing it, like exactly like all of the things that I want to do, because I have interest in plenty things.
Yeah.
And I want to die empty, man. Like I want to try.
Yeah, guys. Daniel always talks about this.
Everything. Yeah. Man. I want to do everything. Like there are even things that I'm going to do. Maybe this thing can come and haunt me in future. But there are things I'm going to do. I'm going to do them under an anonymous brand. People will even know it's me. But I just want to rock out. I just like enjoy. Yeah. I want to try everything that I can.
I think you mentioned one time that you wanted to DJ. Was that you?
Oh yeah, I did. I did. I did. And if you know me, you like DJ. Daniel, how?
Yeah.
No,
but I admire that because like I consider myself to be pretty adventurous, even though like the adventure part of my life is still yet to fully begin to the degree that I would love for it to begin.
Money has not entered the way it's supposed to.
Yes.
That's the English for it.
The money is coming. But regardless, I just think about how adventurous I am, and then I think about Daniel, and I'm just like, nah, Daniel wants to do everything. I'm quite selective, if I do say so myself. But yeah, I think it's a pretty interesting trait to have.
Yeah, but even with that, you realize like you're just still one person. There's how you can leverage resources and persons. Last year I had to take on a personal assistant to help me with work. I can't tell you how that thing helped my life.
Yeah.
Someone shout out if he's probably going to be the one to edit this.
Yeah.
But
shout out to someone, man.
It helped me so much. And because I'm doing more things, and I don't want to go and turn people into me, because if you would ask for my advice, I tell you what to live my life, I'll beg you. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No, don't do it. No, don't do it, man. I really would. But I just feel like I'm feeling like what's truest to me. So back to your question about what would I do? I think there is the general wisdom of have a plan and vision and a plan to get to work and then just show up as often as you can to do it. But then I am where I am in my life. Just imagine like it's a pot of soup with different ingredients here. And what I really need to add the most right now is the discipline equation of that entire pot of soup, exactly that entire makeup, because I like to think I'm a pretty good thinker, and I think a lot of people agree.
Yeah.
So
I agree, at least even
so you know how I say Amara's talk to do ratio is on game. I'm trying to get my own as on game as Amara, because Amara, he's incredible with that. So and so like I'm trying to figure out the discipline part of like what it is I want to do, and it's discipline insane in a lot of ways. It's saying no to certain opportunities. I think I started learning that last year.
And you have done well.
Yeah.
You have done well.
I've done well.
I have a lot of context for this. So I tell you, Daniel has done well.
It's saying no to things. It's really sticking to the things I said I was going to do. Almost most importantly. Yeah. And so like that is where in the equation that I am. Like I've had a couple of humble wins in my life that I am in some way proud of.
Yeah.
But I know the appetite I have for success and ambition.
Mhm.
Amara, you know this, it
Yeah.
is not normal.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like I'm in the part where I need to be as fine an operator as they come. So like I want to be an incredible operator. So because I started out in consulting and strategy because I was a thinker.
Mhm.
But I got tired of seeing my brilliant ideas end up as PowerPoint presentation in people's
Yeah.
emails.
Yeah.
So I wanted to like get into doing and building.
Yeah.
And I found out that I like building stuff. Like, bro, like I have an obsession with real estate, and I like buildings. I like skyscrapers. Yeah, so like going around the island, driving around, you just like it makes me feel happy, man. Like I
Yeah.
just see buildings like
Yeah.
the more architecturally mesmerizing it
We
is.
get you. We get you.
Yeah, like but I then something took me by surprise. Pleasantly, I might add. I now started like if I was driving around like in the bus or in a ride, I was driving and I would see sites, like no sites where like there's nothing, but you just bring the sand, the gravel, the
Yeah.
iron rods. That got me more excited than the buildings themselves.
Hmm.
So I've been lucky or fortunate enough to realize that at this stage of my life, or maybe for a long time,
Mhm.
I'm fundamentally a builder. I like creating things. So maybe it's why like I have a lot of interest in like different places. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm in that space where for me to do everything that I want to do at the level that I want to do it, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of discipline. I can't be off, quote unquote. I have to be as on as I can. And yeah, that's really where I am. So like that is the part in my story I'm trying to figure out. And
Okay.
I'm not taking too many things at once. I'm doing things once in a while. I'm biding my time because there are some pretty loud things that we're going to do this year. This
Yeah,
podcast
it's
is
one of them.
one of them.
Definitely.
This podcast, like when we get to a particular anniversary, maybe like the 50th or 100th, Amara, are we going to get to 100? We can.
We can.
If we do 2 a week, we actually can. Like
Can.
52 weeks. If we run out more. But yeah, if we get to 100 this year or get to 50 this year, there's a story we'll tell of how this episode was not supposed to be the first episode.
Although that story is coming a lot later.
A later episode. But yeah, that's where I am. So Amara, how about you?
Yeah.
You guys, Amara has a sick Notion dashboard. Yeah, we swear by Notion in this place where like use Notion, let's use Notion. So Amara has a sick Notion dashboard.
I'm still learning. I mean, guys, I don't think it's pretty okay.
It's pretty good.
It's
pretty good. Don't be like that.
Okay. So when I think about hitting my 2023 goals,
Mhm.
the biggest thing for me, the biggest thing for me is my systems. And
Exactly.
the thing is, for the longest time, I remember when you used to mention systems, and it didn't make so much sense to me at the time. Like this was more than 2 years ago when Daniel was talking about systems. I'm like, systems, okay, cool, okay. What exactly are we talking about here? But then when I started thinking about the flow of my weekly activities and how those activities needed to tie into each other in a way that was sustainable, in a way that was repetitive. Okay, let me give you context. For example, I started a YouTube channel, right? And the biggest thing for me with starting that YouTube channel right now, at the time I wanted to start, was how do I set this up in a way that makes it easy for me to shoot these videos every week, to find titles every week,
without fail,
to find descriptions every week, to find keywords every week.
Keywords, man.
Bro.
Again, content creators, shout out to content
creators, man. I was thinking about how do I outline all these processes on a day-by-day basis that makes it repeatable, if that is the word.
Yeah.
That makes it repeatable and consistent on a week-by-week basis. And that was the hardest part for me. From the moment the thought of creating a YouTube channel, actually shooting my first video, that was the hardest part. I kept trying to put it together. Okay. So as it stands right now, if I give you guys a bit of just a little sneak into how it goes, a sneak peek, into how it goes, right? Right now, the intention is that on weekdays, because I trade during the day, so on weekdays, at the end of my trading day, which is usually 5 p.m., I will take an hour to think about YouTube ideas and to also check out with my competitors' YouTube channels to see ideas that might interest me, or also probably explore channels that I think my target audience might be interested in, and see if there is any way in which I can
this is part of your system.
This is part of my system, bro. It took me so long to put this thing together. So now I know that, okay, every weekday I have the opportunity to think about
every
titles.
weekday. Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So
nice,
if
nice.
but the thing is, if I have pulled it off on Monday, for example, if I've been able to get a title by Monday, then I know I've sorted out the title part of my entire YouTube system. Next thing on my mind is keyword. Okay, now I have the title. I want to talk about this for this week. Okay, what's the keyword for this? What are the keywords that are related to that title? Right? That's the next thing. So my 5 o'clock for the following day is this
keyword. Yes.
You get.
So essentially, you have like an hour a day dedicated to YouTube.
Yes.
After your trading, got it.
Exactly. Now, the moment I hit certain things, I now know, okay, I have gotten to the point where it is shoot and create thumbnail. Okay, that's fine. That can come on Friday. Friday's for shooting, right? But then after Friday, there's still stuff post-production that I have to do. And so it is the ability to do all of these things within a week and repeat the entire process again the following week. That will allow me to hit my goals for 2020.
There's a lot of granular stuff in there.
Yes, it was pretty important that my systems flow into each other. My workout flows into my trading lifestyle.
Guys, let me get 107 days without fail. Amara has been sending me an exercise workout streak. 107 days without fail. Yeah, continue.
Okay, guys. We are both Christians, and we are pretty big on our faith. So that's something you'll be hearing from us maybe once in a while.
Yeah.
Right. But like it was the concern about my lifestyle, my trading lifestyle flowing into my faith and into my fitness and into my now YouTube channel, and then still having time for my love life. And all of these things together to make sure that they are repeatable on a week by week basis. And guys, that doesn't mean that there won't be lapses. Once in a while, your system will fail.
Yeah.
Right? So for my trading system, for example, when it feels I have to have contingency plans, if my YouTube fails, I have no contingency plan
right yet. Yeah.
You get. But for me, it is the ability to create systems that are repeatable on a week by week basis. And systems don't necessarily mean checklists, guys. It doesn't always mean that it will be 5 o'clock that this thing must happen. Right? It's just the ability to know that I have a free window of every day at a certain range of time
bracket,
that I can work with to achieve so and so, right? And then to do that across other things. When I'm working, I know I'm solely focused on work. When I'm studying, I also make out time for studying and the rest of that. So just with all of that in mind, I see how these daily habits and daily sequence of activities will lead to my big goal. I can see easily how doing all of this will help me. I mean, if I do everything consistently with my YouTube, I'll hit 50 videos by the end of the year. 100%. And that's what I want to hit, 50 videos by the end of the year, right? That's for YouTube. I won't go into other things for now. So, but the idea is, if these systems are unlocked, then I can ensure that my goals will be hit. But now I also like to make room for life happening. There's times when somebody called you somewhere and you had to be somewhere for longer than expected, and it scattered your entire plan. And then something has to give.
Or there's no lights, there's no fuel, or internet is just being
like, or
Nigeria
exactly, or Nigeria happens. So, but that aside, that's my intention, guys. So it's just, I'm really thinking hard, like with every day. Even with today, I was still thinking about how to refine these processes. I'm always thinking to see that these things they cover every possible contingency that might need to arise here. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's incredible. Like I'm personally very excited to see how the year will end.
I am super excited.
I'm personally very excited.
Super excited. Guys, see, and you see, the difference for me with this year and other years has been, like with other years, I set goals. I've never, guys. Okay, and to help, I don't have the prepared to help set systems, but I know Atomic Habits in general helps with setting habits, right, and building habits rather. But I think about how other years have mostly been setting a goal and then figuring out like the level of motivation I need and amount of discipline I can pump into it
Yeah.
at the same time. But then I realized those things were not effective. They were not sustainable. There will be camp meeting happens and my entire routine is thrown in the mud.
Bro.
Yeah. So those kinds of things come up and your entire plan is thrown in the mud. And so for that reason, you cannot, there is no way in which you can continue. So to avoid those kinds of things, I just generally try to focus on creating systems. If you create a system, then you're sure that even if a week fails, even if some days fail, you can pick up from where you stopped in a way that, and guys, please try to stay away from, please try to avoid staying away from your system for too long, because then it becomes hard to pick up from where you left.
Guys, this is incredibly true. When it comes to like staying away from things that it is that you typically do. So it's that kind of thing where maybe if you're working out, and your mind does something really, really, I don't say annoying, or one kind is the better word, the better expression for this, because it's like, say you used to, let's say for instance, now hypothetically, you used to curl, say you built your way up from 5 kg to 10 kg for arms, maybe like 15 kg. At 15 kg, you're pretty there, right? It's it's not easy to pull off.
Yeah.
It's not very easy to pull off curling 15 kg dumbbells on each arm. And let's say for some reason, like you're not unable to do that for like couple days or weeks. And naturally, you might lose a bit of that strength.
Yeah.
So your body has really, really come down, but your mind hasn't. Your mind remembers the high of being able, not just lifting, of knowing that you are able to push 15 kg on each arm. And then by the time you want to get back into exercise, like let's say a couple days, a couple weeks after, and you want to go and try that 15 kg, you might not be able to carry it. And for me at least, I hate not being able to do things I used to be able to do. But the thing is that if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the butcher's point, Amaramedo. You need to really, really don't stay too far away from the systems you create for doing things for too long.
Yeah.
Bro, I hate it.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate not being able to do something I used to do before. Because it's like it's almost seems like as if it's harder the second time around. Like, bro, why?
Yeah.
So, but anyways, guys, we wish you an incredible year, an incredible 2023. We hope you grow. We hope you realize your wildest dreams. Should we tell them we hope they make mistakes? Mistakes help when they're like.
We don't do that yet.
We don't do that yet. But yeah, grow and smash your goals, man. Like that's our biggest hopes for you this 2023, and we'll be sharing our journey, and hopefully it inspires or helps you learn something or helps you unlearn something. Whatever this podcast does for you or to you, we hope it does it right and does it well and like meaningful enough that you make it like a decent part of your life. So yeah, thank you guys for joining in.
Thank you for tuning in.
This looks like it was fun, Amaral, don't you think?
I absolutely think
we should try for 100 episodes. I can't wait to tell the story. I cannot wait.
We should absolutely.
I can't wait.
Absolutely go for 100.
Don't worry, guys. Video is coming soon. I'm saying it out loud so that Amaral and I can pressure ourselves to make it.
So that people can drag us when we don't shoot videos.
Don't worry, guys. Video is coming soon so that this is like a lot more fun. But thank you guys for joining in. This was 0 to X, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Peace out, kids.
Peace, kids.